금요일까지 are concepts that can be explained in like 1 minute, but we're going to do a lot of practice today with time adverbs like morning, afternoon, evening, night, and the days of the week. You can take a look at the timestamps below if you just need a quick explanation or you just want to practice certain portions of the video. But of course, I do hope that you watch the whole video, and if you do, then there are only a few verbs and verb phrases that you will need throughout this video, which I will put right here if you want to go ahead and pause and write them down. In this video, you will ideally need to know present, past, and future tense, but you can also just skip the full sentence portions of the video if you are unfamiliar with those grammar rules just yet. And if you don't need any explanations, but you just want to go ahead and do some fast speaking practice and a little bit of listening practice too, then you can also just go ahead and skip ahead to the practice round right here. So let's go ahead and get started. time부터 time까지. From time to time. In an English sentence, this looks something like, I go to school Monday to Friday. I work every day from 8 to 4. May to July, I'll be taking classes. I studied morning to evening. Now, I've only added the word from in one of the sentences, but notice that I can add the word from to each sentence to clarify the meaning further. I go to school from Monday to Friday. From May to July, I'll be taking classes. I studied from morning to evening. The word from that we're going to practice today is 부터. 부터. And it can be attached either to words related to time or places. It basically just represents the starting point for something. You might have also heard of the word 에서 to mean from as well. 부터 and 에서 are often interchangeable, except for some minor rules that we're not going to worry about today, but in general, 부터 is more commonly attached to words related to time, and 에서 is more commonly attached to a place. But throughout today's video, we'll be practicing 부터. Let's start with some words you might already be familiar with, and let's attach 부터 to them to mean from. First, can you remember the Korean word for today? 오늘. Morning. 아침. Tomorrow. 내일. Yesterday. 어제. Now let's go ahead and attach 부터. So let's put these words over here, and let's start with from today. 오늘부터. From morning. 아침부터. From tomorrow. 내일부터. From yesterday. 어제부터. 자, 따라해보세요. 오늘부터. 아침부터. 내일부터. 어제부터. Now, if you're not currently familiar with past, present, and future tense, or you just don't feel comfortable making sentences just yet, then feel free to skip this part of the video because we're just going to practice making some short sentences using 부터. Otherwise though, let's go ahead and start with from today, I will study. 오늘부터 공부할 거예요. I will work from tomorrow. 내일부터 일할 거예요. It's been raining since yesterday. Now, there is a way to say it has been raining in Korean, but we haven't learned that grammar yet, and this sentence can still very naturally be said in just the plain past tense, aka, it rained since yesterday, which I know sounds odd in English, but this is perfectly fine for Korean. So to say the sentence, first we need the verb to rain, which can be said as either 비가 오다, 비가 내리다. 비가 오다 literally means rain comes. 비 meaning rain, and 오다 being to come. And then 가 just being the subject particle 이 or 가. And 비가 내리다 literally means rain falls or comes down. 비, rain, 내리다, to fall or come down. And again, this 가 is just the subject particle. Both of these expressions can be used fairly interchangeably, but 비가 오다 is a little bit more common in daily conversation, so let's use it for our practice sentences. In order to say either of these, we will generally put them into the past tense. 비가 왔어요, 비가 내렸어요. Which literally translates to rain came or rain has come, and rain fell or rain has fallen. Like I said just a second ago, it's a bit more common to use 비가 오다 in its past tense form, 비가 왔어요. So now let's finally go ahead and try this sentence here. It has been raining since yesterday. What do you think? 어제부터 비가 왔어요. How about it's been raining since this morning? 아침부터 비가 왔어요. Alright, now shall we try a little more interesting bit of grammar to practice with 부터? Like, how about the days of the week? But let's get a little more organized here with a chart. Now, just like how all of the days in the week in English end with the word day, all of the days in Korean will end with 요일. 요일 doesn't directly mean day, so don't use this word by itself. It's just a suffix that you add to the days of the week. Let's start with Sunday, which is 일요일. And the reason I've colored it yellow is because this 일 comes from the Chinese symbol for sun. Next we have Monday, which is 월요일, which comes from the Chinese symbol for moon. Tuesday is 화요일, which comes from the Chinese symbol for fire. Wednesday is 수요일, which is water. Thursday is 목요일, which is tree or wood. Friday is 금요일, which is gold. And finally, Saturday is 토요일, which is soil or earth. So now it looks like we really need to change this color chart here. You definitely did not need to memorize the Chinese symbols and what they mean for each day of the week. It's just kind of an interesting little side note. So let's go ahead and put the days of the week up here and start making some sentences. Now, if you wanted to say on Monday, for example, in a sentence like, I go to school on Monday, you would represent on with the same particle that we use to represent most time-related words, which is 에. Monday, we just learned, is 월요일. So the phrase on Monday is 월요일에, 월요일에. So what do you think is the entire phrase, I go to school on Monday? Pause if you need a bit of time to think. 월요일에 학교에 가요. Notice that both of these 에 particles are translated differently in English. 에 has a lot of uses in Korean, but that's not what we're going to focus on today. Let's go ahead and get back to 부터 for now. Let's attach 부터 to the days of the week, starting with from Monday. 월요일부터. From Wednesday. 수요일부터. From Friday. 금요일부터. From Tuesday. 화요일부터. From Saturday. 토요일부터. From Sunday. 일요일부터. From Thursday. 목요일부터. Now, what if we wanted to try a phrase like from Monday to Friday? Let's put a pin in this and come back to it later. In order to make a phrase like this, we need the word for until or to, which in Korean is 까지. 오늘까지. Just like how we attach 부터 to a word to mean from, we can attach 까지 to mean until. So, 따라해보세요. 오늘까지. Until today. 오늘까지. 아침까지. Until morning. 아침까지. 내일까지. Until tomorrow. 내일까지. 어제까지. Until yesterday. 어제까지. For right now, let's go ahead and just start with 오늘, 내일, and 밤. And we'll add a fourth word in here in just a second. What is until tomorrow? 내일까지. Until today. 오늘까지. Until night. 밤까지. What if we wanted to say until tonight? In order to say this phrase, we have to combine 오늘 and 밤. 오늘 밤. Tonight. So what do you think is until tonight? 오늘 밤까지. Now let's go ahead and practice 까지 with the days of the week. Until Friday. 금요일까지. Until Sunday. 일요일까지. Until Saturday. 토요일까지. Until Tuesday. 화요일까지. Until Monday. 월요일까지. Until Thursday. 목요일까지. Until Wednesday. 수요일까지. And just a reminder that you don't have to have the days of the week memorized by the end of this video. It took me quite a while to get them memorized myself, and for a lot of my Korean students who are learning English, they also have a lot of trouble remembering these without having at least a few classes of practice. So again, no pressure to memorize these. Please look at this chart as often as you need. Okay, let's go ahead and return back to that phrase from Monday to Friday that we saw earlier. What do you think this phrase would be? 월요일부터 금요일까지. How about from Tuesday to Thursday? 화요일부터 목요일까지. From Sunday to Saturday. 일요일부터 토요일까지. From Wednesday to Saturday. 수요일부터 토요일까지. From Wednesday to Friday. 수요일부터 금요일까지. And finally, let's try from Monday to Friday. 월요일부터 금요일까지. Now, if you're not comfortable with making sentences, then you can go ahead and skip this portion. But if you are familiar with past, present, and future tense, then let's go ahead and try I work from Monday to Friday. And to make this sentence in Korean, we have to go ahead and switch the order to from Monday to Friday, I work. What do you think the sentence would be? Pause if you need more time. 월요일부터 금요일까지 일해요. From Monday to Friday, I go to school. 월요일부터 금요일까지 학교에 가요. From Monday to Friday, I study Korean. 월요일부터 금요일까지 한국어를 공부해요. From Sunday to Thursday, I worked. And notice that this is past tense. 일요일부터 목요일까지 일했어요. From Tuesday to Saturday, I worked. 화요일부터 토요일까지 일했어요. From Tuesday to Saturday, I will work. Notice that this is future tense. 화요일부터 토요일까지 일할 거예요. Alright, now let's go ahead and return to some of our time adverbs here. We've got 오늘, today, 내일, tomorrow, 아침, morning, 밤, night, 오후, afternoon, and 저녁, evening. Now just a reminder that if you wanted to say the time that you do something, for these four right here, you would add 에 to give the meaning of in the morning, at night, in the afternoon, and in the evening. As in, 저는 아침에 학교에 가요. I go to school in the morning. But for 오늘 and 내일, you don't need to add anything. Just like in English, we don't say on today, on tomorrow, at today, at tomorrow, etc. But either way, we're practicing 부터 and 까지 today, so get that 에 particle out of here. Alright, from morning to evening. 아침부터 저녁까지. From today to tomorrow. 오늘부터 내일까지. From morning to night. 아침부터 밤까지. From morning to night, I worked. 아침부터 밤까지 일했어요. From afternoon to night. 오후부터 밤까지. From afternoon to night, I cleaned. 오후부터 밤까지 청소했어요. From afternoon to evening, I studied. 오후부터 저녁까지 공부했어요. I will work from tomorrow. 내일부터 일할 거예요. Alright, in summary. From in Korean can be said with either 부터 or 에서, in which in general, 부터 is attached to time and 에서 is attached to places, although in many cases they can be interchangeable. And to or until in Korean can be said with the word 까지, which can be used for both time and places. Here are the time adverbs that we practiced today. And even though we didn't practice all of the combinations in the video, they can actually be combined together to make lots of different phrases like 오늘 아침, this morning, 오늘 오후, this afternoon, 오늘 저녁, this evening, 오늘 밤, tonight, as well as other phrases like 내일 아침, 내일 오후, 내일 저녁, 내일 밤, 어제 아침, 어제 오후, 어제 저녁, and 어젯밤. Sorry that was a little fast, but I didn't want to go over them too much since we didn't actually practice them in the video, but feel free to pause here if you want to go ahead and write those words down. And then the final thing that we practiced today were the days of the week, which again, feel free to pause here and write them down if you like. Because the final thing that we have to do for this video and every video is the practice party. And let's go ahead and kickstart this practice party with a lightning round. Although keep in mind that even though I call it a lightning round, you can still pause whenever you need. We're just going to start to see how well you can remember the time adverbs and the days of the week, starting with today. 오늘. Tomorrow. 내일. Yesterday. 어제. Night. 밤. Morning. 아침. Afternoon. 오후. Wednesday. Oh, wait a minute. 수요일. Saturday. 토요일. Monday. 월요일. Morning. 아침. Evening. 저녁. Friday. 금요일. Sunday. 일요일. Thursday. 목요일. Tuesday. 화요일. And now let's go ahead and start making some sentences. And remember that because this is the practice party, this will be faster than before, so please pause as you need. From tomorrow. 내일부터. From Friday. 금요일부터. From yesterday. 어제부터. From Monday. 월요일부터. From Monday, I will work. 월요일부터 일할 거예요. From today, I will study Korean. 오늘부터 한국어를 공부할 거예요. Since yesterday, it's been raining, which can just be said as it rained. 어제부터 비가 왔어요. Until Monday. 월요일까지. Until Friday. 금요일까지. Until evening. 저녁까지. I will work until evening. 저녁까지 일할 거예요. I will work until Saturday. 토요일까지 일할 거예요. I will study until the evening. 저녁까지 공부할 거예요. From morning to evening. 아침부터 저녁까지. From Monday to Friday. 월요일부터 금요일까지. From today to Wednesday. 오늘부터 수요일까지. From Tuesday to Thursday. 화요일부터 목요일까지. From Tuesday to Thursday, I work. And keep in mind that this is present tense. 화요일부터 목요일까지 일해요. From Monday to Friday, I go to school. 월요일부터 금요일까지 학교에 가요. I cleaned from morning to evening. 아침부터 저녁까지 청소했어요. I will work from today to Saturday. 오늘부터 토요일까지 일할 거예요. And finally, it's time for some 듣기 연습. For this part of the video, if you're close to your computer or TV, then just go ahead and point with your fingers the 2 days of the week that you hear. And if you're not, then just do as best you can to picture it in your mind, or you can try to repeat out loud in Korean what I'm saying. I'll say everything only one time before I give the answer. Are you ready? 월요일부터 목요일까지. 월요일부터 목요일까지 화요일부터 금요일까지 화요일부터 금요일까지 수요일부터 토요일까지 수요일부터 토요일까지 월요일부터 금요일까지 월요일부터 금요일까지 일요일부터 수요일까지 일요일부터 수요일까지 And at this time, without being able to read the Korean. 화요일부터 금요일까지 화요일부터 금요일까지 일요일부터 화요일까지 일요일부터 화요일까지 월요일부터 토요일까지 월요일부터 토요일까지 수요일부터 금요일까지 수요일부터 금요일까지 And now let's go ahead and make some full sentences. Again, go ahead and point to your screen which days of the week that you hear, and then also just picture in your head what verb is happening. Are you ready? 저는 수요일부터 토요일까지 일해요. 저는 수요일부터 토요일까지 일해요. Remember that 일하다, to work, when spoken quickly in present tense often turns into the pronunciation of just 일해요 as opposed to 일해요. So just keep that in mind. Next. 저는 월요일부터 금요일까지 학교에 가요. 저는 월요일부터 금요일까지 학교에 가요. 저는 월요일부터 수요일까지 한국어를 공부해요. 저는 월요일부터 수요일까지 한국어를 공부해요. 저는 일요일부터 목요일까지 카페에서 공부해요. 저는 일요일부터 목요일까지 카페에서 공부해요. And finally, let's do some 듣기 연습 with 아침, 오후, 저녁, and 밤. Like with the days of the week, first just point at your screen what you hear. 아침부터 저녁까지. 아침부터 저녁까지. 아침부터 밤까지. 아침부터 밤까지. 오후부터 밤까지. 오후부터 밤까지. 저녁부터 밤까지. 저녁부터 밤까지. 아침부터 오후까지. 아침부터 오후까지. And this time, without any words to help you. 오후부터 밤까지. 오후부터 밤까지. 아침부터 저녁까지. 아침부터 저녁까지. 아침부터 오후까지. 아침부터 오후까지. 아침부터 밤까지. 아침부터 밤까지. And finally, let's do some 문장 듣기 연습. Sentence listening practice. 문장 듣기 연습. 저는 아침부터 저녁까지 공부했어요. 저는 아침부터 저녁까지 공부했어요. 저는 오후부터 밤까지 일할 거예요. 저는 오후부터 밤까지 일할 거예요. 저는 아침부터 오후까지 학교에 가요. 저는 아침부터 오후까지 학교에 가요. 저는 오후부터 저녁까지 일했어요. 저는 오후부터 저녁까지 일했어요. Good! And just a reminder that all of the vocabulary that we used in this video will be in the description box below. Great job today, and I'll see you guys in the next video.